their homes or their schools. They want a world where science and technology is created to build and not destroy. They want to live in peace, free from terror and threats that are so often directed at the Israeli people. That's the future that they deserve. That's the vision that is shared by both our nations, and that is Shimon Peres's life work. Mr. President, Michelle and I have such fond memories of your visit to the White House last spring when I was honored to present you with America's highest civilian honor, our Medal of Freedom. And that medal was a tribute to your extraordinary life in which you held virtually every position in the Israeli government. So today was another opportunity for me to benefit from the President's perspective on a whole range of topics, from the historic changes that are taking place across the region, to the perils of a nuclear-armed Iran, to the imperatives of peace between Israelis and Palestinians, to the promise of our digital age. And I should note that one of the advantages of talking to President Perez is not only does he have astonishing vision, but he's also a pretty practical-minded politician and consistently has good advice in terms of how we can approach many of these problems. I reaffirmed to President Perez, as I will throughout my visit, that in this work, the State of Israel will have no greater friend than the United States. And the work we do in our time will make it more likely that the children that we saw today, alongside children from throughout the region, have the opportunity for security and peace and prosperity. Now, this obligation to future generations I think was well symbolized by the tree planting that we started our meeting with. The Talmud recounts the story of Honi, the miracle worker, who saw a man planting a carob tree, and he asked the man, "How long before this tree yields fruit?" To which the man responded, 70 years. And so Honi asked, "Are you sure you'll be alive in another 70 years to see it?" And the man replied, "When I came into the world, I found carob trees. As my forefathers planted for me, so will I plant for my children." President Perez, I think, understands that story well. And so we want to all thank you for all the seeds you've planted. The seeds of progress, the seeds of security, the seeds of peace, all the seeds that have helped not only Israel grow, but also the relationship between our two nations grow. And I believe that if we tend to them, if we nurture them, they will yield fruit in every hill and valley of this land, not only for the children we met today, but for Israelis, for Palestinians, for Arabs across the region. That's not only good for the children of this region, but it's good for my children and the children of America. I deeply believe that, and I couldn't ask for a more wise or more thoughtful partner in that process. I'm very grateful for your hospitality, and I look forward to our continued work in the future.
Thank you. Please remain seated while the President of the State of Israel and the President of the United States of America exit the room. Thank you very much.
Hallelujah. in the shade.